Okay, this is the last question.
Question about verse 8 and Shraddha in particular.
Yes.
While the other sadhanas seem to encourage independent inquiry, guide us towards vichara, Shraddha and implicit faith seems to have that faith aspect to it.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely right. One has to be clear about this. When you say Shraddha, what does it mean? It means an implicit faith, a strong faith that what the teacher and the scripture is telling us is true. Now, here are certain things to be understood here. First of all, what is it they are saying? Are they asking us to have blind faith? There's a difference between blind faith, which says that you believe this and do what I say. You will get some proof and some result, but only after you're dead. Follow this, what I teach you, and just believe in it. There's no other way for you. That's blind faith. But if you say, here is something that you take for as a working hypothesis and do as told, you just practice these things, you will get experiences which will validate what you have started off believing. That's an entirely different claim. Again, that's the claim of yoga. I'm not even saying that's the claim of Vedanta. Vedanta says something else again. Vedanta says all you need to do is have the patience and the preliminary respect that these people are not talking nonsense. These people do know something that's worth learning. Let me give it a fair try. That's all. In fact, you are not supposed to believe in it. You're supposed to understand it. At the end of it, if you say that, well, I do believe in what you said, but I have got these questions. Well, you made a mistake. You're not supposed to believe in what I said. At the end of it, you're supposed to understand what has been said. After that, if it becomes a living reality, that's the goal. But even before that, just at the end of this course, I won't blame you if you are not enlightened. If you are not Jivan Muktas, Brahmagyanis, I'm not going to, you still get a passing grade. But if you say, it was a great thing, now I believe in Vedanta, you failed. You're not supposed to believe in it. Not at all. It has to be crystal clear, a fact of life. It should be as clear as that. There should be no doubt about it anymore. In fact, every possible doubt people throw at you, you should be able to answer. This is how it works. So that is the nature of Shraddha here. That a preliminary respect for the material presented here and what the teacher is saying, so that I can go ahead. This is nothing more than what people do when they get into USC or UCLA or something. If I think that the professor is a fool and the books are full of lies, then I won't go to the class. I'll doubt everything that they say. But generally we don't do that. In fact, a more healthy dose of skepticism in our classrooms would be even better actually. So critical thinking, skepticism is good. That's one. And one more thing. Subtle point has to be understood here. Because you use the word free inquiry. Actually, this is not free inquiry. There is something like free inquiry. There is something like following a scripture, a teaching of a religion which you have to follow, have to believe. This is neither. Something has been realized by these people and by a whole tradition of teachers since time immemorial. So they've already got it. A free inquiry is, I don't know what it is, let me see. Here it's not, I don't know what it is. They know what it is. But what they're going to do is, they're not going to say, we know what it is, you believe in what we say. No. They're not saying that, number one. Number two, they're also not saying, we don't know who we are, we don't know what this world is, let's sit and think, your ideas are great, my ideas are great, let's just think of something new. No, they're not saying that either. We know precisely. And we are going to take you by the hand, follow this process, just follow our reasoning. Base yourself entirely at every step on reason and experience. And you will come to see it. You will come to see what we see. So do you see the difference between free inquiry in the sense of philosophical speculation? Is it an armchair speculation? Let me doubt everything in the world. What is the one thing which I cannot doubt? Descartes sits in a rocking chair before the fire and thinks about it. That's philosophical speculation. That's one way of building a philosophical system. They are not doing that here. There are merits to that, there are demerits to that, but they are not doing that here. And the other one is, I am the prophet and the guru and the avatar, and you believe in what I say. That's it. No. Sri Ramakrishna never liked that. In the gospel, he was saying something and the person was going on asking questions, and somebody said, when he's saying it, when Sri Ramakrishna is saying it, why don't you just accept it? And Sri Ramakrishna was furious. He said, you're a hypocrite. He doesn't understand it and you're asking him to accept it. Dhomkasi, that the word he has used is a hypocrite. So yes, it's a good question. One must understand the nature of the enterprise we have embarked upon. It's not philosophical speculation. It's not a variety of theories we are examining. It's also not religious dogma. Not religious dogma. It's pedagogy. The teacher knows where he's taking us, but we just have to walk carefully and every step understand and match it with our experience, so that we come to see what the teacher sees.